Namaste. I, JVN Tanushi Sahani, Assistant Professor in the Department of Law of Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I am going to teach you a topic named Directive Principles of State Policy. So, we have covered with the fundamental duties. Now, I want to tell you the DPSP in the part 4. Take so as you know that you all have some rights, you all have some duties also, but there are some duties towards the state, towards you. Fine, means these are basically the duties performed by the state towards the citizens of the country. Done. So there are a total, like from the article 36 to article 51, there are the DPSPs. So we are starting with first one, article 36, that provides the definition. In it, the definition of the state is being defined, and it is the same definition defined under article 12 of the Indian Constitution. Fine. Moving to the next, it is article 37. It means application of the principles contained in this part. That is, that the DPSPs are not enforceable. Let me clear you, there are two terms, enforceable and non-enforceable. Enforceable means that are being accepted in the court of law, that are being agreed in the court of law. But non-enforceable are those that are not being accepted in the court of law, that are not being, we can say, that are not being legal, right? So DPSPs are not enforceable means if the state like forbids or forgets to perform any DPSP, the state government will not be punished towards it. Done. Next is article 38, state to secure a social order for the promotion of the welfare of the people. Means in article 38, state needs to provide the we can say a living standard order that helps in the welfare of the country. Fine. The next is the article 39, certain principles of policy to be followed by the state. We can say ki there are some principles that a state needs to follow for, right? It is equal pay and equal work. Let's take an example. I am an assistant professor in a university. I am a female. Fine. There is a male person who is an assistant professor with the same post, but the salary varies. So this is not right. ठीक है? तो means I want to say, if you are on a same post, right, and the other person is also a same post with the same qualification, so the salary must be same. There must be no discrimination between on the ground that the person is a female or a male, right? Then is article 39A, equal justice in free legal aid. Aid means help and legal matlab law, right? So it means that free legal aid is given. Free legal aid means free legal services is being given towards the state government to the persons who are not able, right, who are not able to perform the, say, who are not able to perform like not able to fulfill the fee of the advocates. ठीक है? तो a person who is a victim, what they do, they basically require legal assistance, and this legal assistance is being provided free towards the state government to the citizen who is the aggrieved party. Aggrieved party is the person who is been can say who is not financially stable, है ना? Then is article 40. As article 40 is organization of village panchayats. The term village panchayat must be familiar to you. Village panchayat matlab, a panchayat means in a village there is a panchayat. That means it consists of 5 peoples who are there to solve the problems of the people residing in the particular village, right? So as we can say that everybody is not capable enough to reach to the court due to many reasons. It can be like the person is not financially stable, the person is like not aware about the laws, or the female, especially if we talk about the female, the maybe the female is not well established or can think about the goodwill, right? So in these particular cases they do not approach to the court directly to solve their remedies. There the panchayat is being made. Fine. Next is Article 41, which includes right to work, to education, and to public assistance in certain cases. Fine. Means everybody has the right to work, right to education, and public assistance. Means there are some people who are unemployed, मतलब जिन्हें हम we can say that they are बेरोजगार, ठीक है, they are unemployed. So to provide the employment to the persons who are unemployed, it becomes the responsibility of the state in few cases, right? Not in all, because it's completely impossible for the state to provide employment to everybody, right? But in few cases it's applicable. Done. And to education, as I told you that Article 51A it becomes the fundamental right of the child, and it becomes the fundamental duty of the parent to teach the child. ठीक है. Then comes Article 42, provision for just and human conditions of work and maternity relief. So you must have heard about it, a maternity benefit, right? Maternity benefit is something that where a women, है ना, where a mother is being, मतलब where a lady conceives and she is going to be mother soon. ठीक है. तो in such cases, if that lady, if that would be mother is working in any organization, so it becomes the duty of the state as well as the organization where she is working with to perform and to provide rather smooth working conditions for her stability, so that she must not face any problem in the working environment, right? And a 6 months maternity benefit is being provided, right? So if she is working in that organization, so they have to provide salary of those months when it is her delivery time or before the delivery time, as preceding 80 days she was working in the particular organization. I hope this must be clear to you, right? Moving to the next third Article 43, living wages etc. for the workers. That is, we cannot, like in a day there are 24 hours, right? So we cannot say that every individual must have to work 24 hours or 18 hours, 20 hours. It's completely impossible. Fine. So a schedule is been fixed, that is a tenure of 8 hours, right, in which a person has to work. ठीक है. तो there must be no problem. After 8 hours extra salary must be provided. 8 hours means a basic tenure या time period one must work. ठीक है. After it you are not allowed to work, means nobody can force you to work. ठीक है. And living wage means, suppose you must be paid well for your job. ठीक है. It must not be somebody is paying you 100 rupees for like full month, right? The salary must be a reasonable one. I hope this is clear to you. Moving with the can say the next is Article 43 is been divided into two parts, right? It's Article 43A and Article 43B. Article 43A includes the participation of the workers in the management of the industry. Means that there is an industry, fine, though there must be some decisions that must be taken by the management of the country, management of a particular industry, and there is a management department who takes the decision. So in these particular cases it must be performed within the presence of the employees working in an organization. It must not happen that all the decisions are being taken by the organization itself. There is no role of the employees. There is the role of the employees under Article 43A. ठीक है. So there is now Article 43B, promotion of cooperative societies. ठीक है. So as we can say that there are 25 parts in the Indian Constitution. So under part like we can say part 9 is panchayat, part 9A is municipalities and part 9B is cooperative societies. ठीक है, तो सेम it is the responsibility of the state under article 43B to promote the cooperative societies. ठीक है, so we can say है ना, we can say that this is been the societies which are for the welfare of the people. ठीक है, now comes the next is article 43, that is uniform civil code for the citizens. ठीक, as you can say that have you heard about code of civil procedure? Code of civil procedure means the uniform civil code is uniform means same, civil means matters relating to the civil thing like property matters, breach of contract matters. ठीक है, so and code means the rules, regulations and the particular act. Fine, so irrespective of any caste, gender, creed, anything, right, there is a common law for everybody, that is uniform civil code. You are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Sikh, or you are a Christian, no matter what, there is a code that is been applicable to everybody because you are a Indian. Fine, moving to the next article 45, that is the provision of early childhood care and education to children before the age of 6 years. It includes that it becomes the responsibility of the parents to provide early childhood care, मतलब below 6 years, the child below 6 years must be educated and it becomes the duty of the government. So you can see that there are primary centers for the educations which provides the midday meals also, so that the child below 6 years can come and learn something. Fine, now next is article 46, that is the promotion of the educational and the economic interest of the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and the can say and the other sections. ठीक है, तो that is कि we must promote the education, मतलब the education of SC, ST and the weaker section, that is the OBC, must be promoted and there must be economic interest also to be provided to them. Next comes article 47, that is the duty of the state to raise the level of the nutrition and the standard, right, of the living and to promote the health. ठीक, तो it becomes the duty to provide a proper living standard so that everybody can live perfectly. ठीक है, तो and must provide a proper level of nutrition and which must, if you can say if the proper level of nutrition will be there, it will definitely improve the health. ठीक है, then comes the article 48, that is organization of agriculture and animal husbandry, that is you must not there is an act also in it ki protection of cow slaughter. Fine, कि we must not kill the cows, we must protect them. ठीक, then with this article 48A, that is protection and improvement of the environment and safeguarding of the forest and wildlife, as I have told you earlier also in fundamental duties. ठीक है, कि it becomes our duty to protect the wildlife, same thing we must protect the environment also, the forest also and the wildlife also. Next is article 49, that is the protection of monuments, places and things of the national importance, that is can say कि it becomes the duty of the state to protect the natural environment. ठीक है, it becomes the duty of the state कि there must be no things that due to which the national importance must degrade. Right, like we can say the Taj Mahal, the wonders that people come and see in India. Fine, now next is article 50, that is the separation of the judiciary from the executive. So you can say that there are three organs of government: legislature, executive and the judiciary. Legislature is one which makes the laws, right? Executive is the one which executes it, and judiciary is the one which see that there must be proper check and balances. ठीक, तो it must separate the judiciary from the executive. मतलब the branch of judiciary is different and branch of executive is different. And the last is Article 51, that is promotion of international peace and security, that it becomes the responsibility of the government to take proper steps that nobody can come and like harm us from different country, and there must be international peace ki India is fine, China must be fine, Australia must be fine, there must be no conflict between the different countries. I hope it must be clear. Thank you one and all.